The one thing I love finding at SEMA, besides all the flashy cars and trucks, is the new technology. I stopped by Race Winning Brands booth, better known for their boost line rods, their dart blocks, their Corsa exhaust. They have a bunch of brands under their belt, but they built a complete track monster. They built a C7 Corvette with F1 hybrid turbo technology, and this thing's... It looks like it would be a factory Corvette with a turbocharger, and then you look at the turbocharger and they're using F1 technology in this, so it's actually an electric motor combined with the exhaust from the engine, and he said this thing will make 20 pounds of boost with the engine off. That is crazy. It has a hybrid battery and all the cooling in the rear with the controller.
Boost line rods, Weisco piston, steel crank, port and direct injection. So fully built motor capable of about 2,000 horsepower. So we have a single turbo kit on this. And what's different is that we have a setup that's taken from the Formula One technology. So we have a 130,000 RPM motor that bolts to the compressor wheel through axle, and you can engage or disengage it. Runs an 800 volt system at 100 amps, and basically it can go from 0 to 130,000 RPM in 0.15 seconds. So on-demand boost. It runs off throttle position, RPM map. It's integrated, 800 volt system, 10 kilowatt batteries. Basically never have turbo lag. Instant boost. You could run 20 pounds of boost with the engine off because you can turn it on and off. So the idea is the ultimate control over how much power on a racetrack that you want. Road racing is kind of what this is designed for, because you can preload a drag car so you don't really run into those, but this gives you the ultimate control, as much power as you want or little power as you want. It also regenerates because it's on that axle. You can turn it from discharging to charging, and you can regenerate your battery on the way home from the track if you'd like.
The one great thing about Race Winning Brands is they've really started to branch off with these Dart 2JZ blocks. They have these awesome freeze plugs, and also they have lowered the price of 2Js. And these blocks are complete monsters. If you're gonna build a 2J, it's not even worth going and finding a used one from Japan anymore, because you can build one of these Dart 2JZ blocks. They also own Haltech, which is awesome because that means they have a complete plug and play wiring harness and ECU, so you can get a 2J up and running, hassle-free, completely hassle-free, and not have any issues. Plug everything in, fires right up, and you have that great support that Haltech has always offered through all their lines. And I really love Dart Machinery because they have blocks for the LSs, the Hemis, the 2Js. Another company that is incorporated with Race Winning Brands is this Hilux company. They're making a lot of hybrid power units for EVs, so you can run your electric car, but also have the means of being able to power it by an alternative source, i.e. fuel, diesel, whatever it may be, through a secondary motor that actually powers the battery. This Corvette C7 right here is one of those examples. It's fully electric. I believe it has hub motors. It's just an awesome example of being able to use hybrid technology with these controllers that they have started to produce. The great thing about these kits is it isn't complete EV. They have the controllers, they have the displays, everything is completely integrated, and it makes a nice system. This turbocharger, this one is the same one that's on that C7, and this thing is a monster. I mean, to be able to make 20 pounds of boost just sitting idle with the
motor a bit like this, but a bit longer. This is a range extender, high power density genset. So it makes about 120 horsepower, fuel in there, DC out there.
Is this like a rotary engine almost?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Is it just like a one rotor?
Yeah, single rotor, 650cc.
And how many kilowatts does it make?
90 kilowatts.
How far does it extend to the range? Or does it just, is it always running while the car's driving?
How big is your fuel tank?
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get involved in the specification of the battery or the fuel tank. So yeah, I mean, it's as long as you need. We have one customer who wants to break a record and do a 7,000 kilometer range.
Okay. What fuel it's not really mileage, but how fuel efficient, I guess, is it?
Yeah, so it's, as it is without secondary expansion, it's not super efficient. So I think BSFC wise, I'm going to say the wrong unit, so I just won't say it. So it's, it's probably like, it's in the sort of 9-to-1 compression. So it's not super efficient, but what it is really compact.
Yeah.
So like if you were doing like 90 or 100% of your mileage on that, it'd matter, right? But if you're doing like 10 or 20% or 30% or 40% of your mileage on that, and you want to fit it into a small space, the rotary engine works well.
Yeah. Just retrofit in pretty much any electric car.
Yeah, I mean, that was the kind of idea, that we could have a range extender.
Yeah.
Bolton. We'll see. But there's definitely plenty of.
So is this all just kind of like just to test it? It's nothing that's coming to like market anytime soon?
It's probably a little way off. We'll see what happens after the show, see what interest we get. We're kind of interested in it for things that really need series hybrid.
Yeah.
So things that have got a duty cycle or a mission, that you want to be able to do some of it pure electric, silently or with the efficiency associated with electric, but you might have to go an extra 200 kilometers or whatever, or an extra 500 kilometers, an extra 1,000 kilometers. Well, if you want to do that, you want to double or triple the range, doubling, tripling the battery pack size, going from an 800-pound pack to a 1,600-pound pack is not feasible, right? So here's where some hydrocarbon fuel, some gasoline, some diesel works.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're interested in that. So quite a lot of marine and defence, sort of aerospace as well.
Yeah.
And if something comes automotive.
Is this one motor in the car? One motor. Can you put 3 of them like it says there?
This one we did. You can. On some of the other ones we do. You put them on each wheel.
You know how much power does that make if you have a motorcycle?
What do you have? Yeah.
Okay. So we probably had to touch base with someone.
Just got back from Vegas. Chris just dropped me off, and I'm going to have to say SEMA was awesome this year. I'm super excited to be working with a bunch of companies that I've either just started working with or have been working with for the past 5 years. And it's just cool to always see the new technology. My previous video, I showed a laser welder that I tried out, and I thought the laser welder was just going to be a lot of hype and a lot of just fake stuff that I saw on videos online, and it worked way better and way exceeded my expectations. The same thing with this hybrid technology. So if you guys know me, I really don't like, I'm not going to say I don't like electric cars. They have their purpose, and that purpose is just like a commuter car around town. The one thing I love is hybrid technology, and race winning brands with their hybrid turbocharger setup. There's a bunch of different applications with the hub motors, with that range extender that Hilux, I believe it's Hilux, is making or planning to make. They're seeing if it's going to catch on, is going to be awesome. To have even if it's not a Corvette, if you had that turbo setup in a Hellcat or whatever it may be, to have 20 pounds of boost instantaneously is just amazing. I mean, anybody that road races, I mean, it would be fine for drag racing if you had like 2 large twin turbos or a large single turbo and then had an electric motor to spool that turbo up instantaneously, 20 pounds of boost off the line. But road racing applications, I mean, imagine a 2,000 horsepower car with 0 lag that can do 200 plus miles an hour. It's just mind-boggling. And I mean, a 10 kilowatt battery pack isn't that much weight, and all the electronics isn't really that much weight, and it's all really compact. I mean, I love hybrid technology. I plan on building a hybrid eventually. It might even happen this year. I almost have everything put together. It's something I've been planning for a really long time. I really love the idea of hybrids because it's almost the best of both worlds. Not really on that turbo setup, but if you're using a drive unit or range extender, you could make a lot of power, or you can get really good gas mileage. You can have the best of both worlds. The same thing, I wish that a company would bring the Koenigsegg valveless, or not valveless, camless technology to the pretty much the aftermarket market. So like a Hellcat, I would love to have no cam in it, be able to have a super smooth idle. Same thing with RBs and 2Js and pretty much any race engine. Have a super smooth, nice driving car around town. And then you could have like the craziest duration or whatever duration you want. And it just, the technology's there. People just need to, like racing brands, they're bringing it to market and they're innovating, and it's just awesome. That's the stuff I like to see at SEMA. The cookie cutter builds really don't get me excited, but new technology like the laser welder, this stuff, there's a bunch of other stuff that I saw too. It's just really awesome. So I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you guys like this video, like the SEMA videos. If you missed the laser video, it was a previous video, go check it out. But if you guys are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, throw a thumbs up, throw a comment below what you think of this hybrid technology, 20 pounds of boost with the engine off. And as always, see you guys next time.